Hello everyone, welcome to round 9 of the Group 3 Championship. We're just about to get into quali, which I shall get some details on. Everyone's sitting in. Get some TV cameras going. Amber in Lamborghini. It's still in the pit. Got Lee out, and he's off the track. And that chrome. What is that? Jaguar? Yeah, I think that's the Jaguar. Mitch is in the Ferrari. Popo in the yellow Supra, I think it is. So they'll try to build a bit of a gap here and then start their hot laps. How long is quali? Quali's 15 minutes. Hips in the Lexus. Amber will be the first person around. She'll be the first one to start a lap. On those racing softs. Not too tricky a circuit. It's quite fast. But the only real difficulty is the S's, the downhill S's really. As she keeps it on track. I head into the two right-handers. It turned in nicely. Curbs will definitely upset the car though. Not out of wide. And then the long straight. Down to the final chicane. Strange that there's no alternative layout on this street, like no chicanes or nothing. I know there is one here. Instead of going straight on, like now you can go into the right there, and you can also go straight on here to get alternative lines, but it's all in the game. So Amber goes across the line anyway first, so the 1:19.0. So the marker's been set. Who can match it? We'll date a 19.6. Dutch crosses with a 21.3 invalidated though. As did Lee. So they'll have to go again. Craig does set a time of 1:21.7. Liar with a 1:21.2, so he's into third in the Nissan GTR. Mitch up into fourth now. We do have a battle for at the top of the championship with Will and Popo. Will currently leading the championship. No, Popo's currently leading the championship. Yeah. Well, they're joint first. They're both on the same points, but Popo's ahead because of more second places than Will. So it's going to be quite close between them, and there's only about a tenth between them at the minute. That'll be a fun battle. Hip does a 22.6. Did Lee get a lap in now? 1:23.2. I don't know if that counted or not. I think it did show up as red before. We'll see when it comes up over the hill, back down again. We can improve that. Across the line in a 22.1 and moves up into 9th place. Just ahead of Hip. Fall damage crosses the line of 135.1, so she's had an off. Jack is on the back straight at the minute. And it looks like Smye is still on the back of the grid, or in the pit. And he's just leaving now. So we will stay with Jack. See what he can do here. In the Aston Martin. On the hill. Turn it in. And crosses the line with a 122.6, and it looks to be invalidated, so he's going to have to go again. Spy is out now. Oh no, he's already been out. Okay, so he's on his hot lap now. So let's see what Spy can do. On the back street. Nice camera shot. So Amber has set a 118.6. What can Spy do? Crosses the line, and it's a 119.0. So 4/10 off, but I'm sure he can go faster than that. But we're still in second place, only what's that, 100th off Amber at the minute. Popo's doing a good job there. Davik into 4th. He in a super. Good look at this livery. It's quite nice. Is it Persona? No. I'm not sure. Oh, it's a Liberty Walk? Okay, right. Oh, he's returned to the pit. Okay. Liberty Walk being quite a famous Japanese modifier. Well, bit of time to find here. Only got a 10th so far. We don't know what time he's set because he's English. He's gone back to the pit, so we don't actually know his lap history. But he does need to find a few places. As we are halfway through qualifying now. He's improving. But is it enough? It might be enough to get him up into 4th. Which it is. Still a few tenths off Popo though. Smy is only 6 points I think behind as well, so he's in with the shout for the championship. Smy I think has won the last 2 or 3. So he'll be wanting to hold on to that. Popo able to improve here. He's getting a little bit of slipstream from Liar ahead. As they head down. As long as Popo doesn't be compromised. Oh, it looks like Liar just drove straight on anyway. So, did that toe help Popo? It didn't. Because that was a very slow lap. 143? I didn't even pick that up. Alright, Will's back in the pit. Davik's in the pit. Hip is up into 6th place. He's got into the low 120s. On night lap now, so fresh softs on. And he'll push again. What does he need to find? He needs to find 8 tenths to go into the top 5. Oh, took too much curb. And I think that's invalidated his lap. Dutch turbo in the Porsche. Just to find a little bit of time to make up some places. Are they going to do it here? I think they are. A low 120, and that is them up into 6th place. Still 6/10 behind Davik. But Dutch is up into 6th place now. Can Mitch find some time? He needs to find 3/10. Is enough? It is. And Mitch now goes up into 7th, so Hip has dropped down to 8th. We have Jack and Liar in the pit. Lee struggling a bit here. The Jaguar. Oh. Well, that was silly. Just compromise both laps. All damage. Pushing into the final chicane. It's Pokemon themed. One side of now. What's that? Squirtle? Oh, that just pulls back into the pit. Those tires are quite shocking. Yeah, so pit entry, not the best in this track. The crossing the line, and he'll go for another lap. Got good grip on those tires still, so he should be fine. Greg is out on the track now. It's what is this? Not a BMW, is it? No. Aston Martin? Or is that a Chrysler? It might be a Chrysler. I look at the badge. It's Genesis. Okay. Who makes Genesis? Is it a Hyundai? Oh. Yeah, quite a few incidents now of people overtaken during quali when they shouldn't be. It's just compromised both laps and the person they're overtaking, so a bit silly to do. Greg is still up here though. I feel like he could have been up a bit more. He goes into 11th place. Lee and Mitch fighting it out. Dirty Air maybe catching Lee out a little bit. Fall damage back on track. Amber's still leading the way here. She is out on another outlap, slowing down, building a gap. Doesn't want to slow down too much though. Fall damage is coming. This will be the final lap for most people. Oh, Amber getting a little bit squirrely out of there. The S is in the curb. Setting the purple first sector. Liar has gone off the track. We have spinners in the background. Not sure who that is. Will. Spy, Davik, all caught up in that. Popo has crossed the line, wasn't able to make it into first. Can Amber improve? She comes down the line. Does improve. Can Smite take pole position? No, he stays third. So Popo will have second, Smite in third. Will looks to be in fourth. Davik in fifth. Mitch still on a hot lap. As is Dutch. Oh, they both compromise each other again. Dutch does actually improve to beat out Mitch, so Mitch losing out there. Hip in seventh. Across the line. Jack will be in 8th. Lee will be 9th. Liar in 10th. Craig in 11th. And Fall Damage in 12th. I think. Or did I see someone leave? Not sure what happened there. Will. Yeah, I just see that, Davik. We'll get it sorted. I don't know if he can still join back. Waiting on information. Right. 2 seconds. Right, Will's back in. He chooses a car. Is he able to race? I don't think he can. Looking like we might need a reset here. Alright, back in a minute. Okay, we're back. We had to sort things. And we'll get into the race now. Hopefully in a minute. It'll be interesting to see what everyone starts on. Some people are going on hard, some are on softs. Interesting. Right, here we go. Maybe. Where's the countdown timer? Waiting on Craig to hit it. No? Let's go! Almost joined there accidentally. Right. Almost. 0 seconds until the final starts. And... is it stuck? Oh no. Oh, we've lost hip. Well, I think that's going to be another restart. Right, need everyone to back out. Wait on hip to get back in. Right, waiting on hip. Right, we're back again. Right, we are back again, hopefully. And this is it now. There's going to be no more restarts. We're basically the Olympics. So once the timer hits 1943, we start the race. 30 minutes. How many's on track? 13 cars on track. And for round 9 of the GR3 championship, as we hear tires screeching in the background. And we are stuck on 0. Are we in? We are in. Yay! Right. We can finally get going. Amber is going to lead us off on pole position with Popo in second, with Smai and Davik on the second row. Because of Will's disconnect, he got put back to the back of the grid. And oh, Popo very slow at the start. And Amber leads into the first corner. I'm not sure what happened there with Popo, but he is down in 8th place. So Smite takes the lead of the race from Amber as they head up the hill and down the S's. Hopefully everyone has got through okay. Starting up a little breakaway group here already. Davik into 3rd, Mitch up into 4th. Turbo in 5th. Popo has dropped down to 6th place, but he is ahead of Will. And of course, Will and Popo are fighting for the championship, both joined in points. They are 6 points behind Smai, so it's all to play for before we head in to the final round of the championship. Popo going for an overtake on Dutch, who has got the higher top end speed. It looks like Popo at the minute, but he is on the outside. Squeezes Turbo a little bit, but that's a pretty clean overtake. Good driving there from Popo to move back up into 5th place. He is on the softs. Will has started on the hards, so there's definitely alternative strategies here. Dutch trying to go back on Popo into the first corner, not able to make it stick though. Lee in 8th place. Liar is in 9th at the minute. Having a little look at Lee there, but not able to make anything stick at this point. Hip putting pressure on Liar in the Lexus. We have Jack down 11th in the Aston Martin, chasing after this little pack. As we see Liar trying to go for a move on Lee, not able to make it happen though. And now we've got a 4-way battle. It was Dutch being overtaken there by Will, but it looks like Dutch has got this higher slipstream and higher top end speed. Heading down the hill now. On the outside, he's in 6th. Unable to make it stick though. And Will stays in 6th place. Bit of a gap to Popo though. 5 seconds. Mitch still hanging on in 4th here. Not too far behind Davik. Pushing that Ferrari to catch up with the Supra. And just ahead, we have a battle between Amber and Smai for first. Are they both in softs? Both in softs. Amber seems to be managing the tyres slightly better. Let's go on board. We did change the slipstream last week, and this week, so that it's changed from real to week. Means it's a little bit stronger, and that might be helping some drivers like stay with others. Makes the racing a bit more interesting. Amber's staying within that half a second off Smy. A lot of buttons in this car. I wonder what they all do. Amber trying not to get too aggressive on the curbs. Really unsettles the car. Like so. Using as much of the track limits as she can. Not too far behind now. Could we get a slipstream overtake here? We'll stay on board. And then we'll go look and see what everyone else is up to. Amber's closing. Doesn't go for the overtake. Stays in behind. Not too aggressive. Davik's still holding on third. Mitch not too far behind. Only 8 tenths. And then we have Popo in 5th. Kind of no man's land at the minute. And then we have Dutch Turbo in 6th place, fighting Will. Will moving back up into 6th place though. Are they on different tyres? No, they're both on hard tyres, so both on the tyre they want to be on at this stage. Because we'll be able to go to the soft later on and be much quicker at the end of the race and maybe push towards catching Popo. You'll have about 8 or 9 laps to do so. Lee is up into 9th place, still fighting it out with Liar. Not much between them. Jack is about 2 seconds behind. Maybe not comfortable with the car or the track. And then we have Craig and Fall Damage at the back. Still in the race. Still fighting it out. But you can see the gap from the soft runners to the hard runners. And my and Amber's softs are quite a bit worn now. But they're both pushing hard. Amber just hasn't been aggressive enough yet to go for the overtake. But definitely putting plenty of pressure on Smy. Smy 3 tenths slower this lap. Amber's quite close. Is she close enough to get an overtake done? Does he work on the exit? Three tenths. Two tenths. 1 tenth. And no overtake just yet. Happy to stay in that slipstream. Maybe save the tyres a bit. When will they pit or hards? That's Davik and Mitch. Oh, Mitch getting very loose. Oh, he's around. Just too aggressive. Coming into the final corner. Oh, and not where he wants to be sitting. He's got a good enough gap though there to Will to get turned around. But yeah, that's Mitch unfortunately dropping a lot of time there, and that moves Popo up into 4th place. And he's not too far behind Davik now, but their softs are almost gone, and I feel like they may be stopping this lap. It's Amber once again Is within 3/10. The Smy goes a little bit wide, and that's going to compromise his exit. And this is a prime opportunity now for Amber to get the overtake made. Still quite good on the tyres. Just having a look. Down the inside. Gets the move made. That's a good overtake from Amber. Nice and clean from both drivers. And Amber does take over the lead of this race. And, oh, she's coming in for the pit stop. As the car is slowed down, and she will go onto the hard tyres. She probably could have done a few more laps on the softs. But maybe she's going for the undercut here. As Davik does move up into third, Popo's in second. But that will change. Oh, interesting. Amber has gone on to another set of softs. So is Amber going for the 2-stop? Oh wait, no, she's on the hard side. That just changed. And she does come out just behind Will. That's really unfortunate. He could have maybe done another lap there and avoided this battle. So I assume Mitch has pitted. Amber will be wanting to get past Will as soon as possible. Dutch in 6th, Hip in 7th. Craig in 8th. Craig in 9th? Did we lose someone? No. Craig in 9th. Mitch is in 10th now. So he did pit. He is on those hard tyres. So that'll take him to the end of the race now. As has Lee and Liar. Lee quite a few laps ago, it seems. Or maybe he's always been on the hards. Okay, Smy has gone on into the pit. As is Popo. Now, where is Amber? I think as she is coming down into the first corner now. There is Smy. And they all come out together, so yeah, unfortunately, that early pit stop has cost Amber a place. Smy does come out ahead of Amber. Amber was very briefly only 2 corners leading the race, but yeah, that's just really unfortunate timing for Amber there. But Will is in 2nd place at the minute. Does need to make another pit stop though. Amber's still trying her best to get past here, and I think she might get it now. It's a good overtake from Amber. She definitely give enough room for Will on the outside, so it was clean. But it's this straight line speed that might cost Amber here. They don't really want to be fighting this. Will playing it smart, good thinking. It's up to Amber now to get after Smy. Will can just slot in behind and eat these hard tyres up until about 20-minute mark, and then come in for the softs. They'll be on less fuel and they'll be quicker. Hip still going in 4th now. Popo has pitted for the hard tyre. He is in 5th. And there'll have to be a lot more grip than some of these drivers around him, as Dutch still on the hard tyres, hasn't pitted yet. And there has Jack. Why did it say that Dutch pitted? Oh, it doesn't now. Thought he pitted maybe in the first lap. Davik lost out a lot of places there onto the pit stop. Was down in 8th, but he's back up into 7th now, running a little bit wide. It's Jack going to challenge. He was looking at it, but didn't make it stick. Craig still holding on in 9th place. Mitch trying to recover from that earlier mistake. Oh, as we have lost Will. He's gone off the track. Fall damage, doing quite well there to avoid that. Wasn't much could be done. And has she got the slipstream? Has she got the straight line speed? I don't think she does, not in that McLaren. It's quite slow. Very good at corners, not the best in the straight line speed. So she'll just slot back in behind Lee. Liar in 12th now, at the back of the grid, but he has pitted. And once the pit stops go through, then we'll get a better indication of where he actually is. Smythe has eked out a 2-second gap to Amber. Did Amber make a mistake? I don't think she did. No. Just Smythe maybe a little bit more comfortable on the hard tyres. Yep, sitting in 3rd. Still to pit. I reckon he'll be in another few laps. Graceful old car, the Lexus. Currently in 3rd place. Popo chasing him down on a fresh set of hards. Hards does tend to last a long time here, whereas the softs went off pretty quick. I really like that livery. Davik in 5th place. Jack not too far behind, but maybe losing a bit of ground here. Davik is quite a quick driver on his day. Dutch holding strong in 7th. Still been chased down by Craig, who isn't actually that far behind. Looks like he's got lasers in the front. The kit from Knight Rider. Oh, Mitch goes for the overtake. It squeezed a little bit. He really wants to slot in behind, get the slipstream. Maybe send it down into turn 1. Sent the dummy to Craig. Craig is off the track. Just be careful of that rejoin. But Mitch got the mine punt done, and Mitch moves up into 8th place with Craig now in 9th. Lee still need a pit? No, I think Lee pitted on lap 6. Judging by the timing. Fall damage still needs the pit though. As does Liar. Is Amber able to make up any ground? Still sitting within that 2-second gap. Hip on his own in 3rd. Popo in 4th. Davik in 5th, coming down the straight. Jack in 6th. Dutch in 7th. Mitch in 8th. Quite nice camera here. See them all coming down the street. Greg in 9th. And then we've got quite a big gap then back. The fall damage, Lee and Liar, who are actually all beside each other. A nice little battle forming there at the back of the grid. And hopefully once pit stops come in, they'll all still be beside each other. Lee still chasing in the Jaguar. Let's go on board. Oh, fall damage getting very loose coming out of the corner. That's going to compromise our speed. Can Lee take advantage of that? Just running out of room. Difficult corner to overtake into turn 1. You really got to be alongside people to make it stick. The lead will sit in 11th for now. We'll just have to wait for the pit stops. Greg dropping a little bit of ground to Mitch. Still chasing after Dutch. 2 seconds there now. Still a little bit of time to gain. We should start to see the hard runners come in soon. Jack in 6th, Davik in 5th. Popo in 4th. Still a little distance behind Hip. So on the scheme of things, oh, we've got Amber around. Amber has lost it on the S's, and that's a big time loss. Still able to stay in 2nd. Those tires will be a bit overheated at the minute. Hip isn't too far behind. Amber just needs to get back into the rhythm of things. Oh, a little bit of bump drafting. We don't allow that. Thought Hip was going to go for a move there, but he's backed out of it. So Amber stays 2nd. And people still needs to make up a little bit of ground here. It's going to be interesting to see where they come out. Actually, maybe Popo... No, Popo doesn't need to pit again, does he? So it might be that Popo is in 3rd place. And Hip will lose out here. I think he might be coming in to the pit next lap. Davik holding on into 5th. Mitch lost a lot of ground. Did Mitch have a spin? I think Mitch had a spin. No, he didn't. It was Jack that had a spin. Or Jack had a pit stop. Jack had a pit stop. So Jack came into the pit. As did Dutch. So that's why Mitch is all low. Because he was fighting with Dutch. But Dutch has now pitted for softs. And they have about 7 laps to catch up, which is possible. 2 to 3 seconds a lap. Could be quite a close finish for the for 6th place. Are we seeing Hip coming into the pit? No, we're not. He's going to do one more lap, I feel. But you should really be on the softs now if you're one of the hard runners. If you started on hards, that is. Someone like Popo here, who did start on the softs, now on the hards, should move up into 3rd place. And we're still pushing hard. I know she'll be kicking herself for spinning. Be interesting now to see if Hip does pit this lap. Davik still trying to catch Popo. They are on the same strategy, so I think this will be the fight for 3rd once Hip hits. Mitch is a little bit far back from the battle. Jack is on the sauce. Is he closing up? He's doing 21.03. Half a second up, so 20.5s. Mitch is doing 21.5, so it's a second a lap. So no, I don't think he's pushing enough. Jack really needs to be down in the low 119s. Dutch is doing those 119s, so he might actually catch Jack quite soonish. So we are approaching... How many laps left? There's 6 minutes left, minute and a half, so there is only going to be another 4 or 5 laps left. As Hip finally pits. And he does come out ahead of Jack. Up behind Mitch. So now Hip's got 4 or 5 laps to catch Mitch, which is possible. Only 6 seconds. So if he can do a second and a half quicker than Mitch each lap, we'd see Hip into the top 5. Dabov is into 4th now. Popo is moved up into the final podium place. Chasing after Amber. Who is behind Fall Damage, who has gone to the back of the grid now. And is getting blue flags. Just out of the pit a few laps ago. Trying their best just to stay on track. I know there's a lot of pressure here from Amber behind. Does move down the inside now and gets that move made. Lee in 11th place, 19 seconds behind Craig, who has pitted 2 laps ago, is on the softs and is only 6/10 behind Liar now. And this will be a battle for 10th place, 9th place, coming into the end of the race with about 4 minutes left to go. About 3 laps. Heavy on the brakes there from Liar. Greg quietly caught himself out there, and now he's lost a bit of ground because he had to slow more than he needed to. But it's always a good skill to pick up, uplifting and coasting into corners when you're behind someone so close like that, because you can manage your braking a bit more and not slow your car down too much. So Liar will survive that a little bit. Oh, he's got a bad exit though. And here we go. Craig moves out for the overtake. Liar shuts him off. Craig's going to have to go the other way, but now he's lost the slipstream, so he's lost the speed. He's going to have to go again. And to defend. Oh, they nearly touch. Liar getting his elbows out. It was clean, but a little bit aggressive from both of them. And Craig will have to try again. What other battles have we got going on here? Dutch in 8th. He's 3.6 seconds behind Jack, who is 6 seconds behind Hip. Hip is now 3.8 seconds behind Mitch. Still chasing down that top 5 as we are approaching the end of the race. Mitch is too far behind Davik. But Davik is not too far behind Popo. There's only 4.7 seconds between them. Both on hard tires though. But Damage getting more blue flags. Gets out of the way quite quick though, so Popo will not be compromised too much. Let's go back to this battle between Craig and Liar. Craig does get the overtake made. We missed that when we're going up through. Oh well. Can Liar push back here? He is getting blue flags. Who's that behind him? I'm guessing that must be the race leader. Yeah, Smy's behind them. As we are approaching the final minute and a half. So Liar getting blue flags here. Losing a bit of ground now to Craig, who is going to be in 9th place. Dutch chasing down Jack, 2 seconds of a difference. He's going to have one final lap, I feel, to get that done. Maybe 2. Yep, not too far behind Mitch either. both on the straight. That Lexus is probably a lot faster in a straight line than the Ferrari is. I think Hip needs to do 1 minute 19 laps here, as he is going into the final lap now. Because Gran Turismo is fun, where it just ends the race when you hit the max time limit. It doesn't actually wait for the leader to finish the race. I hope it's not too far behind. Thought he spun there. But it does look like Smythe is going to win this race. He's going to cross the line and do another lap. I think Amber will finish. Amber will be the first to finish. Because the timer has now passed. Oh wait, no, there's someone else going to finish first. Oh, has Amber spun again? And that might allow Popo into second place, which it does. And Amber actually drops down into fourth, so Popo is going to take second, Davik is going to take third, Amber is going to be fourth. And now the battle between Mitch and Hip as they come up the hill. Can Hip make the final move into the final quarter? He's just too far back. Mitch holds on to fifth place, Hip in sixth. Jack will bring it home in seventh. Just ahead of Dutch Turbo, less than a second between them. Good race there from Jack in the end. Dutch in 8th. Lee is in 11th, so this Craig is going to get 9th. He's getting blue flags, but both going to finish. So Smythe is going to take first position. Craig in 9th, Liar in 10th, and Fall Damage in 12th. And that is the final order on the race. What a race. Unbelievable. A well-earned victory there from Smythe. A few mistakes from Amber. But there we go. So Smythe in first, Popo in second, Davik in third. That is your podium for tonight. And then we have Amber, Mitch, Hip, Jack, Dutch in the top 8. And then we have Craig, Liar, Lee, Fall Damage in 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. And unfortunately Will with a DNF after getting disconnected. We head to the Nordschleife next week for the final round. There's only going to be a few points between first, second and third. So who wins next week is going to be very important for the championship. So well done everyone. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next week for the final round.